Hey guys, Lena here, and today we are making New York style bagels. So, I am bagel. I don't know about you, but these are in the fashion of New York style bagels. You know, everything bagels and just bagels in general, right? Now, since bagels are life, right? I figured what better idea than to actually try to make them myself. So I found this kit in my local FYE, and I said, holy crap, let me do this. So basically, this kit is gonna allow you can pause here if you need to just see everything that it shows, but it's gonna allow me to make 12 bagels, and I believe also cream cheese that will go along with it. Okay, it's gonna be cream cheese. Now this kit says it includes a cheesecloth, a bagel making kit, malt, baking yeast, everything spice mix, and a vegetable rennet. The only thing that's needed that is not included, of course, is milk, cream, and an egg. And this should be ready within 1 day. So, without further ado, let me open it and show you what's inside, and we will get started. So, first look, here's what it looks like just opening it. I should have a list here of instructions or some sort. So, yeah, this just gives me the idea on like everything that I need to gather and instructions, and just to start cooking. It says the everything bagel cook time is 90 minutes and it's ready to eat within 2 hours and 15 minutes of making. And the cream cheese cook time is another 90 minutes and ready to eat in 18 to 20 hours. So this might be a little bit of a process, cooking not too much, but we'll see. Okay, now opening this up, we have a cheesecloth, salt powder, the vegetable rennet, everything bagel mix, baking yeast, sorry about that, and this is the last thing that comes with it. It's the bagel making mix. So, like I said, the only thing that will be needed to add is milk, cream, and egg. Okay, I just wanted to say before we start this that I haven't ever made bagels before or cream cheese. So this is gonna be like to my best abilities. So if you're somebody that cooks or has made bagels or cream cheese before and sees me do something wrong, I totally apologize. I'm gonna do this to the best of my abilities, to the best of following instructions that I can, which I'm not terrible at following instructions. I just never made bagels or cream cheese before, just a side note. So I just wanted to leave that there before we start, just as an FYI, in case somebody sees me doing something wrong that they have knowledge on. Just an FYI. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the cream cheese first, only because the cream cheese technically takes longer to make than the bagels, and the processing time takes a little bit longer than the bagels would also, so we're just gonna start with the cream cheese first. Okay guys, so what we're doing is we're gonna do a water bath, and that's basically taking a bigger pot and putting a smaller pot in it. The bigger pot obviously has water, and we're heating it to a certain temperature so that when we are putting the milk and the cream and everything else in there, that it won't burn the milk or make it
turn weird or, you know, like stuff like that. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to let this heat up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then as soon as that's done, we're just going to add the milk and the cream and everything in here and get going. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm checking on the thermometer thing for 100 degrees, which it just reached. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this milk, which is 1 quart of milk, and then I'm adding 1 quart of heavy cream. The milk, most of the time the cream cheese is supposed to be whole milk, so adding both of these, hopefully this fits all the way because it's the only pot that I have that is big enough for this, so it's literally at the brim, as you can see here. So I gotta do this very gently, but I gotta stir this for about 20 minutes. Okay, sorry about that. So I gotta stir this for about 20 minutes or until it reaches 90 degrees. So right now it's only at 60 degrees. So that's not where we want it right now. But it's starting to form, as you can see. It's kind of hard in this lighting, but what it's supposed to do is supposed to start curding. You can see that. And that means that that's what the cream cheese is, the curds. But I'm gonna stir this until we get to 90 degrees / 20 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm still waiting for this to get to the correct temperature, but I just wanted to show you what this looks like as it starts to get towards the curding process. It starts to get chunky and you know, lumpy and everything. So it starts to look a little weird, but that's like what I said. That's what the process of what the cream cheese is supposed to start to look like when it's starting to get to the correct temperature and everything else. So I'll be back as soon as we are ready. Okay, so while this is settling, now we're going to add the vegetable rennet and well, half of the vegetable rennet and 1/4 cup of unchlorinated water together for the tablet to dissolve, and I'm going to grind it up just a little bit so that it's a little bit more fine and easier to dissolve in the water.
Okay, so like I said, I'm going to take half of this and add it to this, just grind it up a little bit with my friend mortar and pestle. We're going to do that, and then we're going to add the 1/4 cup of water to a bowl and let that dissolve. Okay, so a little bit of vegetable rennet that I got out of that half is in here, and we're just adding 1/4 cup of water to it. Now, while those are together, I'm just going to let it set so that it can practically just like dissolve more in there.
and we'll set that aside.
Okay, so now while that's dissolving and settling, and that the milk and the cream has done its thing, we're gonna switch over to that big pot that I was using for the water bath and empty that out, and I'm gonna switch the milk over to that pot. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna add 1/2 no, it's either 1/2 or 1 cup, I'll let you guys know in a second, of yogurt to that to that milk, and we're gonna stir that for 30 seconds.
Okay, so gently, I'm gonna try and take this in here. I didn't make too much from this, so. Okay, and then it's 1/2 cup of yogurt. And also, if you're following along, not that I expect you to, I am using yogurt that is plain, and that's just suggested because obviously we're making cream cheese, so because of that, there should not be any added flavor to that yogurt. So I'm just gonna add this, and then what's gonna happen is this is gonna get stirred for 30 seconds, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now that I'm back and it's been 30 seconds with stirring the yogurt added to the milk, I'm gonna add the rennet and the water to this and stir for another 30 seconds.
Okay, so to my knowledge, to my knowledge, the next process with this is we're gonna let it sit for 12 hours, and then after the 12 hours, we'll be able to do more with it. The reason for the 12 hours is that it's supposed to form into a solid mass along with it floating in the whey. Get it? Wait a minute. Okay, I'll shut it now. That's what I hear in the crickets. Somebody laughs at my humor. Okay, you know what? That was corny. Anyways, yeah, so like I said, sit for 12 hours, and then the whey should form in a solid mass, and just basically what we need to create the cream cheese. So let's sit for 12 hours, and we will be back. Okay, so now that it's ready, I have a bowl at the bottom, a strainer in the middle, and a cheesecloth that is dampened on top. And I'm draining the mixture here into the cheesecloth so that the whey can separate from the curds. And then that's gonna separate for like 3 minutes, and I will tie it off, and it will sit overnight. Okay, so I know this wasn't totally like the proper way to like hold this over the bowl, but I just wanted to definitely keep it secure if anything, and obviously drain like it was supposed to, which it did, so I can't say that it hasn't worked, because technically speaking, this was supposed to be elevated just a little bit more so that it could just properly like hang, but I think it's mostly done its job and drained. Now I just gotta scoop out the curds and add salt and refrigerate. Okay, so I just opened it, and I can confirm that it is doing what it's supposed to be doing, so that makes me feel a little bit proud knowing that this is my first time making cream cheese. Now to save time and save your eyeballs and your brain from becoming bored, I'll just scoop the curds slash what is going to be the cream cheese into this bowl, and then I will be back. Okay, so this is what it looks like, freshly scooped from that cheesecloth. And now all I have to do is add the salt. Okay, so 1 teaspoon added to the cream cheese, and then it just gets mixed up very nice. English, very nice. Am I okay? Like, okay, so I tried to do a time lapse, but it was so quick that you could blink your eye and miss it. But I'll include it just for ha-has, I guess. But this is what it looks like after everything's mixed and added. And then I'm just gonna transfer this to a container with a lid. And then this is gonna be refrigerated for 1 to 2 hours before eating, which is fine because obviously the bagels are not ready yet. So there's that, and then this should be good in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 weeks, so which is also nice. So hopefully, by the looks of it and the taste of it, it's as good as it looks. But I guess we'll see. The outcome, obviously, as you see, looks like cream cheese, but let's just hope it tastes like cream cheese. I'll obviously have the review at the end of how the bagels and the cream cheese taste at the end, so stay tuned for that also. Bagel time. So what we're going to start by doing is activating the yeast with lukewarm water and sugar. And we're going to incorporate that all together by mixing it. And after it's mixed, we'll wait the 5 minutes so that the yeast is activated. And now I'm going to get ready to add the bagel mix along with the yeast once it's ready, and 1 cup of lukewarm water, about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, all together. And after all of that is added together, it's going to get mixed until it's well incorporated. After that, it's going to be kneaded for about 10 minutes or so, and then you're going to want to oil a bowl and cover it with a damp rag and wait 35 minutes. Okay, so now you want to take the dough and separate them into about 8 to 12 balls. And now, with each ball, with a floured thumb and index finger, you want to poke a finger through it and take the hole and twirl it to make the hole a little bit bigger, probably about like a little bit of 1 inch. And now we're just taking the water that we're going to use to boil them, and just wait till it boils, and after it's done boiling, add the malt powder or malt syrup. Just mix it in so it's dissolved enough, and now we are going to be boiling them for 30 seconds on each side. After that, they should look something like this. And then that one, I saw it look like a heart, so I had to show you guys. But now on a lightly oiled pan, we are adding an egg wash. I didn't have one of those brushes, so I'm using a spoon, so oops.
now we're taking our everything bagel mix and we're adding it to the top of those. Here we go. So now we want to take the bagels for 400 degrees in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until golden.
Alright, so here we are at the end with our taste test. And I promise that, obviously, as you saw in the video, that I would do that on camera for you guys. And here it is. Hopefully it's good. So just wanted to show you before I do anything that this is all of that ready. Some of the seeds fell in the cream cheese, but we're gonna ignore that. But I'm just gonna add the cream cheese and then we will do the taste test. Okay, so here we go. I'm nervous. I hope it tastes good. Okay, this is awkward eating on camera, but I act like I haven't did Loot Crates and stuff like that before. Holy crap. Guys, I think I did something. Oh my god. The freaking fly. The inside of the bagel, so fluffy. They're a lot thinner than most bagels, but still really good. Bottoms really didn't get burnt, so that's also good. Cream cheese, like cream cheese. It's kind of creamier than normal cream cheese. Like if you normally have like the Philadelphia one. I always forget the name for that one. That one, and then like, you know, like basic cream cheese or whatever. It's kind of like that, but just a lot like creamier, not as like chunky, if that makes sense. But still really freaking good. So like, let me just have a minute right before I start on the outro. Holy crap. So good. Okay. So like, I don't want to be weird and talk with my mouth full, but like, whatever. But basically, I'm surprised that the kit like worked as good as it did. Maybe eventually I'll have to try it again, but like you know, do it literally from scratch, like no added bagel mix and all that crazy stuff. And I don't know, maybe make my own like everything bagel mix also, stuff like that. But still, regardless, like, I'll be honest, this was like a lot better than I expected it to be. But I'm glad it turned out good, because I do hate to see stuff go to waste. But that's that. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you stayed for the whole video, or as much as you possibly could. Or even if you watched here and there and skipped through all the way till the end to see how it turned out. That's cool too. Just remember to leave a like. And if you're interested in my content, please subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.